So today I have a few coins in front of me, and excuse me, a few sovereigns in front of me, and we're just going to go over there. Um, I'd like to say this is in order of popularity, but as I stated before, it's more of a North American point of view. If you're, let's say, in the UK or the Australia region, your preference might be a bit different. But starting here with the number one, like I say, and what I mean by that, specifically liquidity. If you're wondering what the term liquidity means, a very simple way to explain it is basically how easy is it going to be for me to unload this or sell it, and how good of a price I'm going to get for it. Well, actually, really just how quickly is it to sell or easy to sell. Excuse me. But starting off with the USA Mint, they have what's called the Silver Eagle. Um, so if I can get the camera to zoom in properly on it, might be a little bit hard to see. There we go. Basically, it's a lady, a little sunrise, very interesting image. And on the back, there's actually a couple of designs. I believe this is what year is this one? This is an old one, 1987. So it's gonna have basically this Eagle logo on the back. Now, what's interesting is the newer designs for this year in particular, 2026. We are actually having a particular new design on there just for this particular year because it celebrates America's 250th. I can't remember the name. Semi-sequential. I can't pronounce the word anyways. So that would particularly, at least for here in the U.S., would be considered top tier. If you go into any local coin shop, you're going to get anyone's going to recognize this. They're going to give you the least amount of trouble with it, and you should be able to sell it for a good price. Now, the next on the list would be the Canadian Maple Leaf. This is actually one of my favorites. It has what's really cool about it is after a certain year, they started incorporating an anti-counterfeiting design. So you see this silver leaf right here? It's really hard to see, but there's a little tiny icon, little tiny silver leaf under it that has the year etched into it. It's a sort of anti-counterfeit design. But yeah, it's really cool. One of my favorites. And on the back, and this one is a newer one. So it has Prince Charles on the back, but previously it had a Queen Elizabeth. So that would definitely be number two, I think, on the list. Just because of its anti-counterfeiting technology, people have a strong preference for the maples as well. And then I would go to probably next one. And actually, I'm kind of a fan of the design personally. The Britannia, issued by Britain, as the name implies. You see the lady, the shield maiden with her spear. I'm a fan personally. I think it's pretty cool. And then on the back of it, this one is a Prince Charles as well. I'm not too sure what year this one was. Must have been 2024. So yeah, that makes sense why Prince Charles is on it. If not, again, it would have Queen Elizabeth. Now, moving down the list, um, this is purely, I shouldn't say in order of importance and anymore at this point. It's really just your preference. I am a fan personally of I believe it's called the Cougarand. Um, I'm feeling I'm going to. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is from South Africa. Now, as I understand, and I don't have one on me, but so South Africa and also Mexico have some very interesting mint designs. But yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I don't want to. I know it's not a deer. I can't remember the name of the antelope or the creature. But yeah, it's really cool. And then it has a picture of a ruler that I don't recognize, so I won't bother you with it. And then probably my least favorite. It's interesting. I'm just not, it's not this really doesn't scratch my interest though. It's called the Philharmonic. There we go. Oh, sorry. There we go. And you can see it's basically an orchestra. It is a pretty cool design. It just doesn't necessarily scratch my itch. And then now I'm not gonna lie, I am actually very partial to this one. I think it's a very special one. However, I am leery about it because there are a lot of counterfeits out there, but it is the Chinese panda. So basically, the cool thing with panda is every year there's a slightly different design, and basically, it's if you line them all up, they're telling a story supposedly. So yeah, this is does it say on here? This is a 2009. So you have the two little pandas here. Like I said, every year is a little bit different, slightly different design. And then on the back here, I believe it's called the Kingdom of Heaven. Um, this building right here. Super cool. Now, there are also, and I only have one on hand, but there are also what I mentioned before, rounds. So what a round is basically any private business has a mint is able to create these. So basically they'll just press, they'll make the silver turn to a coin or a circular shape like a round. They'll basically stamp it with an image. A really popular generic round is a buffalo, which is basically, you'll see the front right here. What's typically a design like this, with the chieftain's head or the warrior's head matching. I'm not too sure. And then if you turn it around, you see the buffalo sign as well, which I honestly think is pretty neat. I am a fan of these. I actually have a few other generics as well. When it comes to generics, the designs are so wild. I mean, if anything you can think of exists. So if you're a Batman fan, if you're a DC fan, if you're a Marvel fan, if you're a Star Trek fan, if you're a Star Wars fan, they have so there was an amazing Death Star. I wish I had a photo of. I could share with you guys. It was the most gorgeous piece of silver I've ever seen in my life. And if it wasn't for double the price of the silver, is what I was going for, I would have absolutely snapped it up. But anyways, I think I've covered enough for today. I just want to say again, thank you for your time. Hope to continue this series with you. If you have any questions, feedback, please let me know. Please leave a comment. It always helps. And feel free to leave a like and follow and subscribe. Thank you so much for your time, and hope you have a great one.